Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today. Paul Jasson with you, and we are telecasting downtown from the gorgeous lobby of Fairfield Federal. Nice to have you with the second part of the show today. We're going to talk about one of the mainstays for many, many years, the Lancaster Kiwanis. We'll be talking about their Pancake Festival coming up this weekend out at Lancaster High School. We're going to begin our first segment today with some of the artsy kind of stuff we like to talk about. This time of year, there are so many events. Every group that sings or performs or does anything, they have something this time of year. And we've got we've got several of them coming together, so we can talk about several at once. A big play coming up out at Ohio University Lancaster. We've got a couple representatives to talk about it. On my far right is Marilyn Steiner. She is with the Garett Players. And this is Linda Kauffman. Linda's with the Lancaster Playhouse. Ladies, thank you. Nice to have you with us.
Thanks for having us.
And so rather than have an OUL show, a Garett Players show, a Lancaster Playhouse show, a men's chorus, and we get to put everybody in one here. You kind of got the best of all this in one play.
We do.
And I guess, Marilyn, you are not only the director, which typically we have you on for that, but you are, being an artiste that you are, you wrote this.
I did write this play,
and it's
yes.
called
A Merry American Christmas.
A Merry American Christmas. Again, it's out at Ohio University Lancaster, December 1 and 2, Friday and Saturday. We've got 3 shows. We've got Friday night at 7, and then Saturday at 2 and 7. 3 different shows, which I always kind of like that, because so often, let's say when singers sing, they work very hard and then they have one performance and we're done. Even if you do something at Christmas or Easter, that's it. But it's nice, I think, when you're able to do this for more than one. Do you enjoy that as a performer too?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it validates the hard work that everyone puts into it. So yeah, I like 3 opportunities, and it hits people's calendars a little better, especially at this time of year.
A Merry American Christmas. You wrote this. What was the thinking behind?
Well, the inspiration actually came from Linda here.
Oh.
Last spring, Ohio University, we did a collaboration last December.
It was great.
It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio show.
Great.
And Ohio University wanted another collaboration. So we sat around and we couldn't really find any play that we thought was family friendly and that would just really fit for us. And Kathy Bittler said, well, maybe Marilyn can write something. And as we talked about it, Linda went home and found a song from the 1940s called A Merry American Christmas that was performed by Kate Smith. And that was the inspiration to write a play about a family over a course of 80 years. So the play will start in 2023, and then it will go back to 1945, 1985, I missed a year. 65, 85, 2005, and then back to 2023, all about a family named the Lawrence family from Lancaster, Ohio.
Oddly enough. Linda, how many songs are in this, do you know?
Unlimited number.
Depending how the movement hits you.
Well, because there are carolers involved in the segues.
We actually have 13 songs.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, good for you.
Lots of music.
And this is really, if I know anything about the Garett Players, it's done, let's say it's prepared rapidly. You don't put a lot of rehearsal time in this. Not that you don't learn your parts, but you don't spend a lot of times in rehearsals.
Right. The performers have had enough time to rehearse, and they'll be very well prepared. But yeah, it's not a big time commitment. And at this time of year, people are so busy with other things that it's, we're able to get a great group of performers because they don't have to spend 3 months rehearsing for something.
Now, as I mentioned, this again, it's a collaboration with Ohio University Lancaster and Victor Jones, with the Garett Players and with Lancaster Playhouse. And as I understand, Linda, there was also some pre-music that will get everybody in the mood. Doors will open, let's say at 7 o'clock, the doors will open at 6:30, and then for the 2 o'clock when they open at 1:30, and then when the show starts at 7, 2 and 7, there's music going to be provided.
There will be music as, if you will, the first act
Nice.
of the evening.
Nice.
Friday night will be the men's chorus.
Okay.
Saturday matinee will be the Saunders family performing
The Keys in Harmony
Keys
is
in
the name
Harmony.
of the
Keys
group.
in Harmony, the Saunders family.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the One Voice, the women's barbershop quartet, or barbershop chorus
Yes.
from Lancaster. So people will hear lots of different music, and we're hoping that they're welcome to sing along too,
Nice.
because we know they will.
Nice. So the actual play, Marilyn, is it two acts?
It's one act.
One act. So
So our
once it
first
starts,
act will be our singer, our guest
Yes,
singers.
okay.
And then we'll have the play. And I'd also like to mention there are no reserved seats for this show this year.
That's good to
What
know.
we're asking is that folks who attend, if they like to make a suggested $10 donation, the only thing to remember though is we are taking cash only. So make sure you've got some cash with you. Suggested donation is $10. You're welcome to come and just enjoy the show, or you're welcome to come and make a larger donation. That would be fine as well.
and since you're bringing cash only, if you would like a few refreshments, I understand that will be have an opportunity for that.
Yeah, the Friends of the Library and probably some others will be baking some goodies for sale. Again, cash only, so come half hour early, enjoy some refreshments, and then enjoy a really wonderful performance, I think.
Now, last year we did this, and it was the collaboration again, OUL, Garett, and Lancaster Playhouse, and apparently everybody played well together, and everybody got along well. So, was that the first one? As I remember, that
Yes,
was the
It
first one
was.
I think of.
It,
Okay,
it was.
Okay.
And because this is now the second, we're hoping to build a tradition as this play is a reflection of family traditions. This play is very family oriented, so we're hoping that people just make a weekend of staying close to home and yet getting out and having some fun.
Now, Marilyn, you did talk, but we talked about there's going to be some pre-music. That will be the first act. Lancaster Men's Chorus will be on Friday night. The
Keys in Harmony.
Keys in Harmony. The Saunders family will be Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday evening will be the One Voice Women's Barbershop group. So you've got that now. You've mentioned carolers. So is the play an actual musical, or there are just segments within it where music kind of moves from one position to another?
Exactly.
Okay.
It is not a musical. However, music plays a really important part in the
At this
show.
time of year, I guess that's real important.
Because A Merry American Christmas is a song that
Okay.
I think people will have that song in their head, though they will never have heard it before in their lives. And
A
I
Kate
guarantee
Smith
you,
song we haven't heard.
exactly.
I believe that most people have not heard it, but yet it reflects what I think we all feel and are really trying to get back to, which are those core American values. So that song spurred it on.
So, are there other Kate Smith songs in there, or just
No.
other songs that just appropriate?
A lot of traditional Christmas things and a few surprises.
Nice. That's always fun, huh? So you think there may be a little bit of sing along in the opening acts when those occur? There may be some of that, or maybe with the caroling.
Could be, yeah. If people come
Seat of
and
the
they're
pants.
in the and it moves them to sing along, sing along.
So how long now? Again, your two groups take a little different look at how you rehearse. I think OUL and probably Lancaster Playhouse have a little more typical how they handle what they rehearse. They memorize blah blah blah. You take a little different look where yours is I forget the term for that when you're carrying the books.
Stage reading.
Stage
reading.
This will not be a staged reading,
But
yes,
they're-
but it's
they're-
different.
So in this, were there not as many rehearsals?
There were
is-
not as many rehearsals,
Okay.
no.
Right.
And you felt that was good, people.
I think it lends to their calendar at this time of year,
Sure.
that people are busy, but they want some theater. They want to be involved, and I think we've got some first timers maybe on stage.
do.
We've got youth. I mean, there's it's a wide age range in the cast.
We have a total of 18 actors and singers on stage, so it's quite a large group. So if we would have plugged people into several months of performances, we may not have been able to acquire
Especially
that large a
kids, too,
cast.
would have been
Sure,
difficult,
right.
I
And we've got
think.
some talented young people, really talented.
How, from the time you girls kind of conceptualized this, perhaps along with Kathy Bittler, about how this is going to work, how long was it before you had this kind of written out and then had it had
In
it pretty
July,
figured
I had
out.
a first draft,
Okay.
but I have been editing all the way up to
Last night?
next week. Yes, we've made little change. Every time I read it, I'm like, I can change just a little bit more.
Yes,
And the cast
tweak
just said,
it a
no
bit.
more.
Yeah, we got to learn
we
what
need
we
to
got to
learn
learn.
this. Yeah,
Very good.
but it's good. It really is. I think so.
So are you enjoying this collaboration also, getting everybody together at one moment at Christmas time? All the players and the Playhouse and OUL.
Oh, sure. Hmm.
How's Victor handling this?
He's a little nervous.
That sounds like Victor,
That
doesn't
sounds like
it?
Victor, but
Yeah.
it's all going to be good. No, it really
Now,
is.
does he play, are there piano, are there other things in this? Is he involved in that?
We do have carolers, however, unlike most carolers coming to your door at Christmas time, you will hear a piano playing in the background, so
Sure.
that they've got
Is
some
that
music
Victor?
to follow. That's Victor.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be seen, but yeah, we'll
Well, that
keep our
does-
secret.
That
It's
does
Victor.
sound like Victor.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be there in spirit and in many ways.
Yes.
Well, and OU has contributed, obviously, the stage, the sets, the tech work that goes along with. I mean, this play will have all the elements of any other play. You know, you're going to have lights, you're going to have set.
Right.
And I have a big credit to the students from OUL. There are 6 students in the class this year, and Emma Clement is our stage manager, and she's fantastic. She's been great. She's doing our lights, and she just handles everything. She's cool, calm, and collected, so kudos to Emma, too.
So it's a Merry American Christmas. It'll be December 1 and 2, Friday at 7 o'clock, then Saturday, 2 performances, 2 and 7. Friday, and this is a collaboration again with Ohio University Lancaster, the Lancaster Playhouse, and the Garett Players. So Linda was here with the Lancaster Playhouse, Marilyn representing the Garett Players, and then there'll be some pre-music with the men's chorus on Friday night. Keys and Harmony.
Keys in Harmony.
Keys in Harmony will be the Saturday afternoon one at 2, and then at 7 o'clock will be the One Voice Barbershop group performing. So just a good time to kick off Christmas, and it'll be this weekend. Best of luck on this. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
it'll be wonderful. Enjoy it very much. Thank you for getting this together.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Sure, thank you. Enjoy this at Ohio University Lancaster. We'll be back to talk pancakes in just a moment.
The staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairfield what it is.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Fairfield Federal. When it comes to our customers and our community, we go above and beyond to help. Our people make the difference. Personal or business banking, whatever you need, we take it seriously because we know you do. Stop by today at any of our 3 locations and see why the difference is clear. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
Fairfield County has so many wonderful resources for those in addiction with mental health issues. There's so many great court supports to promote accountability so that there's just a positive change across the board. There's so many great interactions within all the community agencies. The Adam H. Board is wonderful at providing resources for the whole population to be able to make sure that all those barriers are met and that those needs are taken care of.
I like working in Fairfield County because it provides me the opportunity to make positive change where I live. Fairfield County has a great network for veterans to help. It makes me proud that we know we take care of our veterans here.
I'm kind of new to it. I've been here for about a year, but it's interesting because you get a little bit of everything. We're right here smack in between the big city of Columbus and Appalachia. So you get to work with all kinds of people, get to do all kinds of things. But my favorite thing about Fairfield County is the people. They are passionate, they are fun, they are engaged, and it's a great place to work.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
I want a doctor who listens to me.
From primary care to specialty medicine, we put your needs first by treating you like a person, not a number. Our primary care team will help you identify your healthcare needs and set goals for success, regardless of where you are in your wellness journey. We care for patients of all ages, with offices that are close to you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today. Thanks for joining us. One of the events been going on in Lancaster since, well, really for quite a while. 1959, I think, was the first year. It started at General Sherman and eventually got too big for that venue and went to Lancaster High School, and it's still there now. Is the Kiwanis Annual Pancake Day Festival coming on this year, December 2nd, Saturday from 7 to 1. I've got the young ladies on here to talk about that. On my far right is Abby King. Abby is the president of Lancaster Kiwanis this year, and in the center is a past president of Lancaster Kiwanis, Joan Miller. But this year, even bigger, she is our lieutenant governor. So our club is the host club of the lieutenant governor. Congratulations on that honor. That's a big deal.
Thank you. It's been fun because I get to visit other clubs.
Sure.
I mean, people don't know what lieutenant governor is. It's like, I'm the regional grand poobah.
Right. You have about 7 or 8 abbeys that answer to you. Is that how it is?
Southeastern Ohio.
Okay. How many clubs?
It's just 5.
5 clubs?
Yeah.
But again, and these girls are both involved with the Pancake Festival coming up. So it's 7 to 1, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, December 2nd, out at Lancaster High School. Again, been doing it for a lot of years. Again, it started back when we had a member of the club, Dwight Kane. I always call him Uncle Dwight because he was my wife's uncle, so I like to reference that. He was a great guy in the club, but he was principal at General Sherman, and naturally that was a good starting point, was there. But then it evolved out of that and got to Lancaster High School. And now on some years, it's almost been too big for the high school. I mean, It has been really, if you can imagine, that place jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since 1959, we'll serve, I don't know, maybe 1,500 people, that kind of the expectation?
So we were up as high as 1,700 before COVID, but last year it was about 1,000. So I think it'll be up a little bit more this year, probably 1,200.
Okay, nice crowd.
Yeah.
Abby, you're the president this year. Do you have any special duties as president to oversee this? Does that just mean, well, I don't have to work a position, I can just oversee everything?
I just get to do it all, whatever needs done.
Wherever
exactly
she jumps in.
That's exactly right. So you just recently took over just, a month or so ago?
Yeah, beginning of October.
October, you're the new president. And again, you come through chairs. You were second and then first, and now you're the president. You get to run the meetings every week, every Wednesday. Are they popping up a little more often than you think now? All of a sudden it's Wednesday again, I got to start going?
Yeah, it's Wednesday every week. Who knew?
Right.
It's one every week.
Well, you're doing a great job as president. And again, your real job is at the Fairfield County Foundation. You work up there. Your real job is Kiwanis.
Yeah, because I'm retired. I'm retired from Fairfield Medical Center.
Right. And we utilize Fairfield Medical Center so much. We order a lot of the foodstuffs and items that we use in the Pancake Day.
They're a great partner.
Oh, they're
great
wonderful.
Partner.
Great to work with and have been for many years. Our member Howard Snyderman got that going many years ago, and it has just worked out great. So what does a meal consist of with Lancaster Kiwanis?
What's great
Pancake
about
Day?
this Pancake Festival is it's all you can eat pancakes.
Okay.
So there's no limit. And the Key Clubbers from the high school will be coming around with pancakes, as many as you can eat. So sausage, pancakes, juice, milk, coffee.
And it's all prepared right there at, and I always think for the people that don't get to see it when they come in and they see that conveyor belt for the first time.
That is one of their favorite things. Like, we ask people what do they like about it, they say the conveyor belt. So it is helpful because you work the griddles, right? What would you do if you didn't have the conveyor belt?
It would be pretty difficult.
Because so you flip the pancakes, put them on a plate, set them on the conveyor belt, and it shoots out to the window.
And that was invented by Everett Wogan, who was, again, a member of the Lancaster Kiwanis Club and kind of got that going. So I guess we might find that out as we move to, in a couple years, the new high school. Because then it'll be a whole new setup. We don't know. We talked with Principal Burry out there, and we're going to be good to go out there. But what will that mean? Because we have no idea what the cafeteria, how big that will be. You won't be president anymore. You won't have to.
Won't be my problem.
You'll have to be working. You'll have to work.
Working it.
So that'll be a couple years, about 25 or 26, I think, is the first year we'll be doing that. But it's all hands on deck for this. I mean, again, we utilize the Key Clubbers very much. They turned out to be just a real asset.
50 or 60 of them from Lancaster High School mostly, but we have Key Clubbers from Fairfield Union and Bloom Carroll. We have almost 80 members in our club, and what do we say, 75% show up that day to work.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of members that help.
Now, Abby, when we talk about the Key Club, that's the high school wing of Kiwanis. Now, you guys are involved, and I think Joan mentioned a little bit, you guys have those in other schools too, right?
Yeah, so we have Lancaster High School, which would be our biggest, and then Fairfield Union and Bloom Carroll also have Key Clubs that are Kiwanis overseas.
Sure. Now, isn't there something, aren't you trying to get going, and maybe you're a little further along than I know on this, on the, is it junior high?
Yeah, junior high has Builders Club.
Builders Clubs. And these are for junior high kids?
Yeah, we currently have them at Ewing and Sherman this year.
And those are, what, 7th, 8th graders at those? High school maybe is 9
the middle
through 12?
School, either junior high or middle school.
Yeah, junior high is 6
through 8. Yeah, 6 through 8. And then, okay, so that's so you've got that going on. You've got the Key Clubs in 2 or 3 different aspects. And these kids are great kids.
Oh my gosh,
they work
awesome
very
kids.
hard. We're just blessed to have. Sometimes you hear some negative things about young people, but I tell you, the kids that join Key Club, you get to see that all the time.
So these clubs are student-led service organizations. So they have their own service projects. They do a lot of good deeds, and they are student-led, so it gives them leadership responsibilities too, and they learn a lot.
And don't we have somebody in the club who kind of it's a liaison?
Yeah, we have liaisons at each high school.
Like teachers?
There's a teacher, and then there's also a Key Club or a Kiwanis member who helps run the Key Club as well. So at Lancaster High School, we have Rachel McCoy who works with the Key Club, that's a member. And then we have Pam Stump and Brandy Marshall that are doing the Builders Club for Lancaster High School, and Kelly Thacker at Bloom Carroll who helps with the Bloom Carroll Key Club. Do we know what the membership is for each of these? I know at least last year it was a huge Key Club at Lancaster. I would guess 80, 90 people, maybe more than that.
It was over 100.
Over 100.
It was over 100.
It was a big group because they were so vital
right.
with the pancake thing. How big are the other ones, do you know?
They're a little bit smaller because Fairfield Union and Bloom Carroll are smaller.
Right.
I haven't heard an exact amount for this year, given that they kind of just started getting going for the school year. But they're, I would say, 50.
I was going to say 40 or 50.
Yeah.
In each of those.
Yeah, Lancaster really has a lot more student body, so it helps. Yeah. But they were a huge club last year. And then the Builders Club have had pretty good turnout. They're kind of less frequent, and they come and do service projects every 2 weeks or so, or twice a month. So their turnout is kind of unpredictable, but they've had a lot of great projects that they've completed.
With Abby King and Joan Miller here of Lancaster Kiwanis, and So this is really the one fundraiser, and well, let's talk about the nuts first. We have it here in front of us, these cans of nuts, which your husband, which we lovingly call the Nut King.
He's the Nut King.
He's the Nut King.
And some of us are nut elves.
Nut elves.
Right.
I love that too.
I don't know why the king has elves. I don't understand that.
But they sell these. They're abound in lots of businesses around here, Fairfield Federal, lots of other businesses around, and they'll be available on Pancake Day out there, and that's a big part of the fundraiser.
So the Pancake Festival and the nuts are our two big fundraisers.
Yeah.
And they happen at the same time of the year. So you'll find they're out in the businesses now. They're going fast.
Yeah. So lots of places around. I know Fairfield Federal here has them. Lots of other places around town.
Oh, yeah. Walker Shoes. Do you want to try to name them?
Oatney's. Timotney and Associates has them.
The friendly Bremen banks all have them.
Yeah.
Edward Jones, Josh Gordon, and Adam Custer.
Sure. So it's available a lot around town. What are they, $25?
They're $25.
$25.
Yeah.
And no peanuts. That's always a big selling point. And these are new cans this year, new containers this year. They're very, very good. We think they're a good selling point. They're great looking, available all over the community, and they'll be available out there
at the Pancake
Festival.
Mm-hmm.
So, Abby, it's 7 to 1 on Saturday, December 2nd.
Yes.
7 to 1. It used to be 7 to 7. I can remember those days. Thank you for 7 to 1. We're very pleased. You imagine manning this for 12 hours.
I can't.
It was different. So anyway, Abby is the current president of Lancaster Kiwanis. Joan is our lieutenant governor this year. So thanks for all your hard work. I know there's a never-ending litany of details and things to work on this, but again, it's kind of boilerplate. Some of it, you start to know some of it.
Right.
Just stay on the members, make them work. Crack the whip, girls. I know you're good at that. You're good.
Can we mention the Gift of Time event?
Oh, that's going on with this, sure.
Right. The Fairfield County Early Childhood Association runs another event at the same time at the high school, which really melds well with us because they have an event called the Gift of Time. It's free. It's for families to come in and do activities with their children, and there's a Santa, and the Kiwanis funds a book giveaway for every child that comes in that day. They get a book, free book.
And we help kind of feed a lot of the kids too.
It's a really great thing to have pancakes and then do the Gift of Time event. So a lot of people are doing that, and there's a lot of activities. We also have helped pay for the kits to make gingerbread houses. So each family would get one of those.
So the money's utilized in a great way. It's a big fundraiser here, the actual Pancake Day, and then the nut sales that day all around the community and out there at Lancaster High School. So it's December 2nd. Girls, have a great time out there. Get there early, stay late.
And you'll be early, right? You'll be there.
There's a rumor, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a few days off yet, so anything can happen. I don't want to commit to it yet. I want to remain mysterious.
I don't know what we do if you weren't there.
Yeah, well. Anyway, it's the Lancaster Kiwanis Pancake Day, December 2nd at Lancaster High School. All the money goes to service projects around here, and there's some things you talk about, things like that.
Well,
like
one of our big things is the free baseball league that we sponsor.
Yeah.
In addition to a lot of other activities for children, book giveaways, things like that. So, but our signature project is the baseball league.
Well, thanks for having a good year, Abby. I'm looking forward to that. You've got a long way to go.
Hopefully a lot of cooperative members this year.
And they always
every Wednesday
will.
At
you do a great
West.
job with running things. We meet every Wednesday afternoon at Connection West over there. Great place to meet over there. So
it's a great club, too.
Great to have you girls here today talking about this. It'll be a fun day. Good luck.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks
the girls from Lancaster Kiwanis. Thank you for joining us on Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.